Deep in the heart of Texas, in San Marcos, welcome to Bobcat Stadium. It's the Colorado State Rams and the Texas State Bobcats. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Holly Rowe with the latest on the weather.
Caught up with the Bobcats head coach before the game. He knows that there's a lot of excitement for this home game, but most importantly, the weather is clear. We were wondering how the forecast would shake out, and it is calm and beautiful. Should be an impactful game here with great weather, great opportunities, and a fast surface. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Texas State's offense will get first crack at it here. And there he is, this senior wide receiver. This is the guy the entire passing game is built around. He is a big play waiting to happen.
And man, this guy is fun to watch. You do not want to take a bathroom break, sit in your seat when this offense has the ball, because at any point in time, this receiver can make the unbelievable highlight catch, David. His catch radius.
There he goes. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll move the wide receiver. Let it go. Finding some room. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
Gives it on the option and just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. Back to the ground with the running back. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
The RPO, it's complete. They get him on the ground, but not before he keeps his opening drive alive with a 4th down conversion. And the Bobcats will have it 1st and 10. Might be changing the route. Jackson will throw. With the catch, it's Atkins. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. This quarterback part of their running game. Might have a chance. Stopped just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a 1st down. The Bobcats kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Taking it the other way. A tough start to the opening drive as the defense comes up with a big play.
And that's kind of a double whammy for this offense because on their opening drive, not only did they turn it over with the interception, but they've now set their defense up in a really tough spot deep in their own end.
So Colorado State's offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. Here are the guys we expect to be impact players in this one. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Caught over the middle. It's Brown. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver in the middle of the field.
The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
With the draw, it's Coleman. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Rams! They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Running inside, it's Atkins. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Jackson gonna throw it. Puts it out of the air. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
That's the end of the quarter, and Colorado State is on top. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. Offense bringing in the big boys, heavy personnel. Look out! There's a crease. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. And the Bobcats come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Got some room to run. Touchdown, Colorado State. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
Man, that could not have gone any worse. You're thinking 4th down, go for it. Well, even if you don't get it, you turn the ball back to their offense. Not that. You throw a pick, and they turn it back all the way for a touchdown and get points. That is a disaster for this offense.
You know, they make fun of kickers for not worrying about contact, but that's about as rough as it gets. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. The run inside. It's Burgess. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice game.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge game? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Jackson will throw. Moving out to the right. Going to try to get it himself. And he scurries out of bounds and wisely avoids taking the big hit.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I'll tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets them a first at the 29.
And I think that's exactly what we're going to need to see from this offense, man. Once the field starts to shrink, you get on this side of the field, you're down by 10 points, man. You need to put the ball in the end zone. Like, you're thinking touchdown, not field goal. And they really got to be physical, establish this run game, and do everything they can to get 7 on this drive.
He's got the first down, and they did a brilliant job getting them outflanked with the Wildcat. The Bobcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Nobody open, he just throws it away, and it'll bring up second down.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm.
Got enough space. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. First and goal, and this feels like their chance to give him a finish. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Texas State. It's a much-needed life from this offense as they try to cut away at this lead.
No doubt. Needed something to go right. You're down, you got to make plays, you got to get your team back in it. Great start, keep chipping away.
And they did tack on the extra point. He'll bring it out. It's Coleman. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Colorado State takes over the Ram. Offense returns to the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Using his legs, it's Coleman. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up second and 10.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Handoff for Robinson. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right up the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
Now on first and 10 from the 29. Makes the catch. It's Mosley. And the Rams racing to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to fire. Shoots it to the left. And wings it incomplete.
Well, there was something the quarterback liked in the pre-snap there, thinking his primary target was going to have a favorable matchup. But the defense did a nice job disguising that look. They got more bodies over to him and forced the incompletion.
The Rams come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. He'll pull it down and breaks into the open. He slides past the sticks. That'll be enough to convert the third down. This drive's been productive so far. Already picked up a couple of first downs, now out close to midfield.
You have got to have pass rushing lane integrity when you face this quarterback. On third down, someone gets out of his gap right up the middle. It's easy for the quarterback to see. He just tucks it and takes off and picks up the first down.
And and that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
He'll throw it. Intercepted. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. Quarterback making adjustments. Jackson gonna throw it. Escapes the pressure to his right. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Getting closer and closer to midfield. Out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 47. Line getting set on second down. Unloads quickly. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rounding to the football?
Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on third and short from the 49. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. Finds space on the right. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Third and 6 yards to go. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. And he missed it. No good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
He'll start this drive firing. Caught in the backfield, it's Coleman. Shakes a man, and he might take off. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Wants to go right back downfield. Pocket breaking down. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. Timeout taken by the offense is their second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Here's the heat. And down he goes. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gents, the cream is rising to the top here 7 weeks in. Let's take a look at today's action. We begin our whip around with Florida, taking on the number 1 team, the Texas Longhorns. And it's the Longhorns in a little bit of hot water right now. They're down. I know we haven't even hit halftime, but anytime the number 1 team in the country is losing, that's headline news. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the Big Ten. Now back over to your game inside Bobcat Stadium. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big, fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside Bobcat Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. And the Bobcats will kick it off to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Coleman. He smashes his way through again. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Rams offense on the field and ready to get started. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. They'll try to move the chains on third and short from the 25. They'll try to bully their way for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Rams will line it up on 1st and 10. Trying play action. Rushes on him. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. Classic pressure coming from the defense's right side, and they get the quarterback to the turf.
And that's what those defensive ends in a 4-3 do. Those guys know how to get after the quarterback, play on an edge. Nice job rushing the passer, getting off the football, and getting to the QB and getting him on the ground.
Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
And that's back-to-back plays that are not good for this offense. I mean, you've got to protect your main man. Your quarterback has to be upright to make decisions, to make big plays. Sacked on first down and a quarterback hit on second down. Got to do a better job.
On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. The Rams send out the punt unit. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. No fair catches here, looking for room. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. An open space downfield. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
How many ways can I get it to my running back who's a baller in space? This is a really good job. Just toss it to him, right? I want to throw it to him. Yeah, I want to run up the middle, but I want to get it to him as many ways as I can.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
These are the plays as a defense that mean so much for so many reasons. Getting in the backfield, obviously getting the sack, so putting him a little bit behind the sticks, but also hitting that quarterback, making him think. That goes a long way in disrupting the quarterback's rhythm.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. You know they'd love to convert this third down after missing a field goal on the last drive. Calls his own number. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be 4th down. The Bobcats will try to pick it up on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He fires one deep down the right side. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. Might be calling a hot route. Jackson will throw. Going for 6. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Man, as you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're...
He caught it, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bobcats.
Well, I love the decision-making by the quarterback, going to his go-to receiver in that situation of the game, but defense, come on. You got to know that's the guy the QB's looking for.
The extra point here would tie the game. And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the third quarter. They marched 56 yards to the end zone. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. We will see what this Colorado State offense can get done this time. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. He'll do it himself on the draw. Makes the stop at the 29-yard line, but not before he gets 15 on that play. They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. This time he wants to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Deadlocked here in the third quarter. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Here's the pressure. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
The offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the completion to the sideline, a solid pickup, but not enough for the first down. And the Rams will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stops. The Bobcats offense comes out to go to work. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Snap to the back. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. The offense changing the play. Gets it out across the 40. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 42 as this offense trying to put together a good drive. Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. On the direct snap, it's Atkins. And he's got enough for a first down. Now to see if they have enough time to snap it again here in the third. Right around the halfway point of the season, neither of these squads that we've watched today ranked, but here's the top 25 as it stands right now. Can't wait to see how this fourth quarter is going to go and see who can come out on top in this barn burner. Final stands in the game, and we'll start with the first down. Creates a little room. Maybe a crease. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. And And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. That is the senior offensive lineman who's shaken up. Holly Rowe will check on his condition. And the Bobcats look to keep this drive humming. Jackson gonna throw it. Got him downfield. Touchdown, Bobcats. They move on top here in the fourth.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Lining up for the PAT. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with a 21-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. And on that kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. I'm sure Holly will find out what's going on, and for the moment, we will step aside. The Colorado State offense heads onto the field. And now, after being stymied for this entire second half, they must put a scoring drive together here and answer that last touchdown. He'll work his way up to the 24-yard line before being shoved out of bounds.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
To the air on second down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Intercepted. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Holly, what update do you have for us?
Checking in from the Texas State sideline, I am keeping my eye on what's going on with their field goal kicker right now. They do have a little bit of a lead, but in this opportunity, can they rely on the guy that's already missed here in this game? Coach could go for it, but I do see him talking to the kicker, trying to gain some confidence.
Oh, he's got some space. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8. This offense not only has a chance to extend the lead, but they can also drain that clock. Quarterback keeper. Touchdown, Texas State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That should move them closer to this elusive second win of the year as they build this fourth quarter lead.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
The AT unit on the field. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. Coming out with it, it's Coleman. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly.
Here on the Colorado State sideline, I can see a developing situation with their quarterback and the coaches. Their QB has struggled here today with the turnovers, and there's a lot of conversation. They're showing him those mistakes on the film.
Snags it, and there's running room. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum. Now on first down from the 30. Here's a give to Robinson. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it, but the defense
runs through a man. He might have space. He's at the 30, the 10, to the house. Touchdown, Colorado State. So much about the passing game is about timing, execution, communication, and these two, that's a virtual textbook there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And the receiver making plays for his quarterback, being dependable, running the route to the right depth consistently, does a great job running his route. Great result because of it.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. On the ground, it's Burgess. Big-time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
And I like the defense being aggressive. They heated up that RPO. He didn't even give him time to read it. I'm getting in the backfield right now, making a play, being aggressive, bringing the fight to the offense.
The Bobcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
This is the type of play that could be a pivotal moment. Tight game, 3rd and long coming. Jackson will throw. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
Really nice execution by this offense. This is the time, right? Late in the football game, got to get a few first downs to preserve this lead, to get out of here with the W. They trust their quarterback. They protect him. They get the first down.
And the Bobcats come to the line with a new set of downs. The option, the keeper. But nowhere to go. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Third and 6 yards to go. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And it's intercepted. A huge fourth quarter play for this defense. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Let's go. Talk about leaving the door open. Yes, please. You think they might run the clock out, run the football consistently? No, sir. They put it in the air. We force the interception. Great job by the defense when they need.
And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Turnover turnover margin always goes such a long way in deciding who wins the football game. Interception number 3, that is no bueno. Got to take care of the football. Can't keep putting your defense in a bad position, putting them on the field time and time again.
Texas State takes the field, hoping to get this drive started. So the defense sets them up with that interception. Now a couple of first downs, maybe even punching a score, and they'll go home with the W. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That's the sophomore running back there taking a look at, and Holly Rowe will let us know what's going on the sideline. 9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They'll use a timeout on defense here. That's their final one. The clock stops just once more at the 2-minute mark.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice gain.
Blue 22, blue 22. Still go. Got a little space. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. Training staff will take a look and will step aside. The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Burgess. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try the middle. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
The option look. Quarterback keep. Touchdown, Texas State. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they stay on target with the extra point, up 35-21. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. Fielded in the end zone. It's Brown. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Guys, we'll have another peek at this Rams offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just...
Snags it down the right side. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on first down. He's taking a deep shot. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they've just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
And the Wildcat has turned to disaster. A big loss as the defense was all over it.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense is just going to take their time before they snap the ball.
And he stopped right there, no gain on the play. And the running game has been disastrous on the last couple of plays. They'll try to salvage the drive on third down. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops when they had to make them. So, right, there were some things that are going to need to clean up moving forward, but ultimately they were the better team today.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.